Okay, today we're going to be working on a Mercedes GL320 CDI. It's a diesel, and we're going to do the struts on it. Okay, so first thing we need to do is disconnect the air pump. We're going to go in the fuse box. Hopefully this is the right one, and we're going to look for the one that's for the air pump so that it doesn't constantly run when we have it disconnected. Okay, I pulled that fuse right there, and then now I'm going to open the air box so we can gain some room over here for this this side. The right side is the one, so we're just going to pop these up, and then we're going to remove this cover. The cover comes right off after that, and so now we should have plenty of room. What we need to do is we need to remove these bolts so we can get the strut rod out of the way, and then we can get this stuff underneath. Okay. Alright, these bolts on the inside take this crazy inverted Torx, the same ones that I bought for the other ones, and this one seems to be a E14, okay, and then this one is a 16 mil, just a regular socket, and so we should be able to remove that. Alright, I removed it from both sides, and now this bar is free to move out, okay, and then this is loose too, okay, so there we go, okay. And I took the bolt out of here as well, and this is going to come loose, but that's okay. We'll throw it all back together. There's no reason to take this out. We're going to get to these bolts right here, and then we're going to take the wheel off, and we still got to do that, okay? All right, I just cut the zip tie that's holding this bracket on here. So now I should be able to release this thing and get this plastic piece out of the way as a unit. There's a zip tie going around here too. So let's get this up and out of the way. There we go. There we go. So now when we break it loose, I can just drop it out. Okay, so that's fine. Do the sway bar link. We'll do the sway bar link, and then we'll do the top ball joint mount here, and then we should be able to get that air strut out, and then we'll get the big nut on the bottom for the bottom mount. Okay. All right. This is a 21. And that's coming out. That's pretty good. So I'm going to keep that down. The ball joint on top was a 21, and that came straight out. And then the lower for this big bolt down here, this is a 24. So we got a big socket. Let me try this. Alright, so that's loose, and we're going to pump that out once we get this other stuff out, and we'll see. Because right now there's a lot of weight on it, so let's see what we can do. Okay. Alright, 10 millimeter, and we unscrewed it, the top, and you can tell that it's all crushed in there, so be careful. They're going to come over with a new adapter for the new one. I loosened these mounting screws on top, so now once I break this free, we should be ready to drop this out of the way so that we can actually get to the strut and get it out, okay? So again, we undid the stabilizer, we did the lower mount, that slid out pretty much, and then the only thing holding this in place is the couple screws, but we need to get the room, you need to drop this knuckle out of the way. So let's do that. So to break free, this is cast iron, this is aluminum. We hit this, but not that, okay? There we go. It popped open. So now it should be free, okay? Alright, I got the wheel. I should say I got the hubs being supported by a couple 6x6s, or is it 8x8s and a 2x4, so that I would have just enough clearance to get the fork over this and drop that piece right down, okay? Alright, so we came in and I came out this way, okay? And here it is. That's the broken one. It's done, okay? Got a new one from Suncore, I think it is, out of Florida. They were rebuilt. And then you get money back for these cores, so I'm going to use those. I got to get it out of the trunk. And alright, here's the rebuilt part. And they're pretty much identical, except for that this airbag is full. The slant and the portion in the same place, and the bolt hole. So I believe that This is the hard one for this side. Other than that, they come with new fittings. We're going to take the cap off here before we send it in, and then we should be good. Alright, let's get it in. Alright, let's see if you can see it this time. So I'm going to stick it in this way from behind the axle. I'm going to go up and try to line up the dang holes for the bolts. I think you can see it. There we go. And then this piece should slide over this hub. I can get it squeezed up just a little bit. Looks like I need just a little bit more space here to clear without tearing anything. So let's see what I can do. Gotta get a bolt on it though. Okay, that's being held in, and now let's do this. And I hope you guys can see that because it's going bad now. Here we go. Alright, to get the strut back on, I've got a jack pushing up on the stabilizer bar, and then I'm just pushing it in till it comes in here. It looks like it's working just enough to get it lined up ever so slightly. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, that's bottomed out. And then we can let go of that. Alright. And then get the nut on that. Okay. And then we have to get this upper back onto the lower. And so, just line it up, pull it down. Okay, so basically I'm lining it up, pulling it down until I can get this nut tight. There we go. And then we're just gonna tighten it a little bit. We're not going crazy. Oops, wrong way. Right now, make that happy. We're going to tighten this one over here for the stabilizer. Make that happy. And then we'll tighten it all by hand later on once we get it all together. Come on. Okay, there we go for right now. Okay. And then we got to get all this stuff back together. This clip goes on there. Then I'll have to put some zip ties on that, and then we can put this hose back in the little crack right there. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. Oh man, my filming's not the best. And we'll put it inside, and then we'll route the zip ties, and we'll actually zip tie this part here, just like it was here, and then we'll zip tie it here. Okay, and then on top, we just have to tighten our bolts and then tighten the and replace this, okay, with the new one. It should be fine. Okay. Okay, we put everything back. We put the fuse back on. We put the cover back on. We tighten everything down with it on the ground. We put the cover back on, and now I ran it. It's back up to normal, and you don't hear any noise. So I think it's going to hold, but we're going to check it. We're going to leave it overnight and see if it holds the pressure and it works for good or not. But other than that, there it is. It didn't get that out. But if you follow the steps,